packing. I've got to get to Scotland, you know. There's not much time left before I'm going. I'll see you in the Highlands. It had always been an ambition of mine to go on a photographic road trip to Scotland, travelling each day to a new location, staying in just basic accommodation. As I would be rising early each day to get on the road, I didn't need comfort, just an early as possible breakfast. It's not something I wanted to do with anyone accompanying me. I needed to be dedicated to my mission and not being rushed or distracted by any companion, concerned that they may be bored or think me a bit wacky. At 77, I felt I was never going to achieve this bucket list item. Surely I had missed my window of opportunity. It had been a difficult year 2025, what with Vivian's health crisis, an argument with Anne's family, my health scare and Anne's ongoing health challenges. We hadn't gone to Tenerife on the 4th of November due to Viv's health. Anne's son Phil had booked to stay with us months earlier and was still planning to go. I suggested to Phil that perhaps Anne could go with him for the week, but myself staying at home to help caring with Michael in Viv's absence. Phil said he would love to spend the week with his mother, so I booked down the flights out on the 22nd of November, returning on the 28th. That's about 130 miles to go. So it's taken me 2.5 hours to do halfway, so 5 hours. I should be there for 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. I should be there for about 2 o'clock, something like that, hopefully. I started planning my route and the areas I'd like to photograph, but the weather, it was all weather dependent. I waited until the day before my possible departure to book my accommodation. The weather prospects, whilst not brilliant, was reasonable. Well, here we are at Duck Bay, and oh my god, there's 2 women in the lock. I can't believe it. It must be absolutely freezing. Very brave of them, really. I'm going to have a bit of lunch here now, hopefully. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're screaming.
Oh, won't you stay a while with your own ones. Don't ever stray so far from your own ones. For the world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own ones. Don't rush away from your own ones. Just one more day with your own one. This old world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own ones. And there's a stranger, and he's standing outside your door. Might be a best friend, might be a brother, you may never know. I'm going back to my own one. Back to talk a while This old world is so cold. Don't care nothing for your soul.
This is Luss, just coming out of Luss now, back onto the main road and towards Orica. I'm only about 15 minutes away, I think. Here we are in Orica. My hotel is just over there. Rather murky, but it's still atmospheric, and it is 10 to 3. Well, we're coming into Orica now, and it's just 3 o'clock. I have stopped probably for, I don't know, half an hour for taking photographs on the way here. Years since I've been to Orica, so it's not changed much, thankfully. And my hotel is Mrs. McTavish's on the left hand side here. I wonder if she still has the go. Oh, look at those caravans. I'm sure we stayed in those years ago. This is my hotel here on the left. Long Hotel. So here we go.
I arrived in Orica about 3:20, calling at a local store to buy a Scotch pie, which would eat in my room. The room was only a single, but it had recently been refurbished and extremely comfy. I would book it for my return trip.
Surely a sight for sore eyes. Fish and chips. God, I remember coming down from the hills and Derek's thought a miracle had occurred. He was starving and he loved fish and chips at that time. Oh, very cosy in here, isn't it? So I'm going to have it here. Yum yum.
Returning to the hotel before going for a drink, I thought I would try the new corner shower. Now, I'm not a fan of semicircular showers with twin curved doors. I got wet before I found there was no soap in either of the dispensers. I hopped out to get a small bar of soap I brought with me. I closed the doors, but one of them came off its bottom runner and was a bit ajar. I soaked my hair and tried fully closing the door, at which point it came completely off in my hands. Soap suds were running down my face and the shower was spraying all over the bathroom floor. The floor mat immediately outside the door, which should have dried my feet, was soaking wet. I'd be better off with wellies in the bathroom.
Well, this has changed its names a few times over the years. It's been the Moorings, McGregor's, something else. It's now Ben Arthur's Bothy. It looks quite festive inside.
There was a lot of laughter going on and a lot of jovial backslapping, but I felt uneasy. Have you ever been in the company of over-happy drunks? I felt things could turn at the drop of a hat. It was about 10 o'clock when the ruckus started. Two of the men started knocking hell out of each other. One of the wives joined in trying to pull them apart, and they ended up in the street. Reminded me a bit of when we were here years ago and the Battlefield bands were on. Well, so I'm starting out on day 2 shortly. Yesterday coming up took me 6.5 hours, 6.25 hours, which wasn't bad really, because I stopped off to do some video filming in Luss, which was fantastic. One accident on the way up delayed me for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then there was another big camper van that was half in the emergency bay and half in the carriageway, but that didn't stop me. I got there just before the police arrived, so I went straight through it. Our car hasn't changed much over the years. Mrs. McTavish's site is still there, although sadly she's dead. Her daughter's taken over. The chip is still there. Had a good chippy tea there last night. Mind you, that was 15 quid. The hotel's superb, but very comfy, very modern. The only problem I had really was the shower. I hate showers that are built into a corner with circular doors. One of the doors come off its hinge at the bottom to start with, then the whole leading door came off, so the bathroom was a bit flooded. But at £42.75 for night's sleep, bed and breakfast, it was superb, and I'm back here on Wednesday night. Last night I went to the Ben Arthur Bothy, what used to be the moorings. It looked very atmospheric from the outside, very Christmassy with decor in the window, and I could see the Christmas tree. Went in, and it was full of FBs. And loud-mouthed as well. It was interesting. The only normal people in there were Dean and Alison, who I talked to for a couple of hours. He had a video wedding business. He was very interesting. And then a fight broke out, and all hell broke loose with 2 of the FBs and one of the wives bashing each other, just as I was trying to make a phone call to my stepson. So I didn't manage that very well. But it was a good night. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to today. It's a bit drizzly at the moment, but I'm going up to Fort William via Inverary and Connell. The weather prospects for tomorrow and the day after are pretty good. So there we are. Good morning to you.
Here we go then. Leaving Arica in the rain, I'm afraid. Heading for Inverary. Oh, it's quite spectacular, the scenery. Quite a view from up here. It's pretty still a bit drizzly. This is the rest of the Be Thankful Pass. It's freezing up here actually. It stopped raining now, which is something I suppose. There we are. the itinerary now. Again, another scene I've photographed dozens and dozens of times. Fine oysters, fine seafood, hell of a price. John Prescott met Tony Blair there years ago and they hatched up the plan. Or was it, no, it wasn't John Prescott, it was Brown, wasn't it? Haha. Strangely enough, my Jimmy hat I got from that store on the right hand side that we've just passed. And I think Kilburn Church is up here, which is a sort of Gothic looking thing that's quite spectacular, both internally and externally. There's Kilburn St Coroner's Kirk, it is, not Kilburn Church. Not stopping there today, but if you're ever up here, make sure you visit it. It's quite something. The coach is stopping. I'm going to stop here, let this traffic pass our station. But there's a series of weirs and salmon together, I think. Could be wrong. You can go into the mountain anyway to have a look at it if you want to. This is Loch Awe on our left. Quite a big loch. So here we are at the Falls of Laura and Connell Bridge. Some of the fiercest rapids in the whole of the UK. This quite dangerous. Certainly wouldn't like. There's a lot of canoes around here. I wouldn't like to go canoeing in there. There's whirlpools and all sorts. Pretty dangerous. Stopping for a bit of lunch now. I can't really afford to go in anywhere because I'm getting short of time, so I'm having a Scotch pie and a drink of coffee. Be nice and warmer, but there you are, can't be choosing. Not far from Fort William now, just under 3 miles and 9 minutes, and it is 10 minutes to 3, so not bad really. And the weather's clearing up. I know we're in for a couple of decent days after today, and I think this is the start of it, hopefully. So this is Fort William. I just need the Quat building, wherever that is. It's probably the dearest accommodation, but so I've got a double bed, toilet, and I've got a view of the loch out the window as well, which can't be bad. I've got to walk around in a bit. Yeah, very nice. Well, this is rather novel. This is must be a Ford T or something like that. Very novel. I hadn't planned on eating in the evening. I'd had a crappy pot noodle in the hotel, but when I saw the menu and I saw half a roast chicken,
haggis mash with a whiskey cream sauce. I couldn't resist it, and it was fantastic. I heard the owner talking to one of his fellow chefs in the evening, and he was telling them how he made the sauces for his restaurant. Wow, this fella's dedicated to his food. I loved it.
So it's day 3 of my travels. I travelled up from Arica to Fort William yesterday. I did quite a bit of filming around the Rest and Be Thankful Bridge, Rest and Be Thankful Pass, and also Butter Bridge, which was very picturesque. So I must have spent about an hour there all in. Carried on up to the Falls of Laura. Very dramatic, as they always are. It's one of the narrowest gaps of any tidal area in Britain, and there's just whirlpools and all sorts there. Last night I dined at the Ben Nevis. I had half a chicken with haggis mash and whiskey sauce. It was delicious. More very great pint of ale. I was talking to the owner. He had quite a passion for food, really, and he deserves every success. Today I'm travelling up to the Isle of Skye. I'm hoping to go to Fort Augustus on the way, and perhaps another detour. The weather's not looking too good at the moment, but it is going to clear up. We are going to have sunny skies. Tomorrow's going to be brilliant. But first of all, I'm going to Morrison's to fill up with petrol. So, good morning to you. Well, leaving Ben Nevis, on the way to Glenfinnan Viaduct. Didn't really get a good view of the Ben, and the weather's pretty bad here this morning. You can see some blue sky ahead, so let's see what the morning brings. As luck would have it, the sun's shining on it quite nicely at the moment. Morning. Morning. something.
It's a far cruel land.
I'd have loved to do a beat tour here to back of Kepot. It's a lovely, very quiet, tranquil area that visited years ago, but I'm afraid I haven't got the time. It's still 2.5 hours to where I'm staying, and it's 10 to 12 now, and I've no doubt there'll be some stops in the way, but the scenery here is staggering. It really is beautiful, especially when the weather's like this.
I rounded a bend in the road and came across this perfect reflection. I just had to stop and shoot it, much to the disquiet passing motorist who honked me I shouldn't have really parked there.
Well, I'm not far from the lake now. I can see the Irish, well, I don't know if it's the Irish Sea or the North Sea, probably the North Sea up here to my left. But just look at the scenery here. Wow, this is unbelievable.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm recording, got the camera stuck to the front of the car. The scenery, it's fantastic. Very happy with this, couldn't do this. This wasn't driving really.
With heaven in their wilds. If it's thinking in your inner heart, it's in my step.
Got a camera stuck to the front of the car, and the scenery, it's fantastic. Very handy because I couldn't do this even if I wasn't driving really. Better and better, really. Fantastic. Take a picture here, I think.
We do not fear the long ships, we've seen long ships before. Men sailed here from the Northland and hauled their boats ashore. They brought with them the music, the language and the lore, burned their boats and stayed here on the islands. It's midday in the winter time before the moon does pale. Well,
I thought I was going to Skye on the road, But the guidance has brought me to the ferry terminal, so it looks as if I might be going to Skye on a bonny boat. The alternative would put another 2 hours back on my route, which is just too much, so hopefully I can get on a ferry. Let's see anyway. It's going to be an interesting day, that's for sure.
Farmer and all those in their care harmonize the music of the island.
Well, it would appear I'm not going by a ferry, because it'll take me over 4 hours. I'll be there before the ferry will, on road. So I've got to go back to Fort William now. So I'm a bit desperate now for time, or I will be. Oh, lovely views out the car window now.
Roaring sea and anger beat that broken boat ashore. Spill fuel enough to take that ship twice round the world.
That's probably Ben Nevis in the distance.
And fill the air with oil to make the eyes. As if the sea had realized the tragedy in store, its waves continued pounding about a week or more. Most of the crude was washed away and never came ashore. The sea regained its temper round the islands.
Rainbow.
Oh, let this be a warning to those whose faceless greed would sail close to our shoreline to save both fuel and speed. The sea is our protector, provider of our needs, a jealous guard and keeper of the island.
Maybe in for some weather ahead, looking at the mountains there. Looks like they've got some rain clouds on them to me. Could be wrong, but See the Skye Bridge ahead. Hopefully, that's it. Just try and get up back out in this traffic now. It's 24 minutes past 3 now.
Oh, the summertime has come, and the leaves are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme rolls around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie?
Well, here we go. Over to the sea to Skye.
By yon pure crystal fountain, and around it I will place all the flowers of the mountain. Will ye go, lassie? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
20 to 4. It's going dark. Not many hours of light up this far north. I should be at my shepherd's hut in about an hour and 10 minutes, so it'll be about 10 to 5, I think.
And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go?
Well, I've arrived a bit earlier than I thought, because I thought I was going to another town up the coast, but there you are. Here we are. What a lovely setting.
it's a good job I brought some food with me for emergencies, because it's throwing it down outside. I don't fancy going out. I don't fancy taking the car out in the dark. It's such a small, uneven path. So it'll be pot noodle, followed by something sweet or something or other. Then I'm going to have a shower, start the fire up, and break into the whiskies and my fudge. How about that? It's cosy. My own little shepherd's hut. This bed's lovely and comfy. It's very well equipped, this place. I've had my shower, so I'm ready for bed apart from cleaning my teeth. And it's only about 6:30 or 7 o'clock, I don't know what time it is. Who cares? There's no television, there's no Wi-Fi. It's absolutely perfect. No street pollution. My log burner is keeping the place nice and snug. I've got breakfast organised. I had planned on eating out tonight, but I arrived late and it started raining and it's dark, so it's been pot noodles and stuffed myself with a few sweet things. But I've got my whiskies. I've got 3 bottles of them there, so in a couple of hours time I'll be really out for the count, hopefully. Anyway, bye bye. Heaven. Hi there. I thought I'd do this update for what will be my 4th day adventure tomorrow. I'm doing it this evening because I'm going hiking tomorrow and I won't have time to do a lot of things. So I thought I'd do it in the comfort of my shepherd's hut here, which is lovely and snug. The plan for today had been to go from Fort William to Skye via the Caledonian Canal with a visit up to, I've forgotten the name of the viaduct again. I'll come back to that in a few minutes. But it was a fabulous, anyway, it's on the Mallaig Road. And I set off this morning, got to the viaduct, got some absolutely stunning photographs, and I was carrying on a little bit up the road towards Mallaig, and my sat nav told me to carry on, and I would eventually end up at Skye. So I carried on, but when I got to within about 3 miles of Mallaig, it popped up telling me I was going to go to the ferry terminal, which surprised me because I thought I was going to go by road. Anyway, I thought I'd get the ferry because it was 2 hours and 10 minutes on the ferry and 4.5 hours back on the road. Went to the ferry terminal and the guy laughed. He said, the trouble is Google doesn't know we've got a summer schedule and a winter schedule. We're on winter schedule. The next ferry's 4 hours and 20 minutes. So it's probably quicker you're going back on the road 4.5 hours. You'll get there before the ferry. So off I set. I must admit the weather was beautiful today, and the scenery, particularly from Fort William to Skye, was just absolutely breathtaking. I got some fabulous shots. Tomorrow, as I say, I'm going on a hike. It's not a long hike. It's only about 4 miles all in, but it's quite dramatic. The weather forecast is good. At the moment, it's actually piddling down, so I hope this is just through the night and it's lovely tomorrow. Anyway, that's about it. I'll show you around my little boudoir, my little shepherd's hut. It's lovely. Here's my bedroom. I've got sink here, all the amenities. I've got a log burner there, burning away. I'm going to hit the whiskies in a minute.
It's got everything really. I'm really pleased with it. There's no Wi-Fi, there's no television. What more could you ask for? Total isolation in a beautiful park. That's all for now. Bye now.
So this is the view from my shepherd's hut. Look at that Giordano. Isn't that fabulous? The tide's in. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful here. The water's silky smooth. Wow, what a location. Fabulous.
Well, here we go. Setting off. Clear the windows. It's been raining all night. That's better. Here we go. Conditioning on.
Won't you stay a while with your own ones? Don't ever stray so far from your own ones. For the world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own ones. Don't rush away from your own ones. Just one more day with your own ones. This old world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own ones. And there's a stranger, and he's standing brother, you may never know. I'm going back to my own world, back to talk a while with my own world. This whole world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own ones. Rolling, stay a while with your own one. Don't ever stray so far from your own one. For the world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own one. Thanks, everybody.
old manor store ahead. It's 1 degree outside, so I'm sort of driving with caution.
My one hike on this trip would be the Old Man of Skye, an iconic walk, probably the most popular on the island. At just 4 miles it doesn't sound too bad, but it was basically 2 miles up and 2 miles down. It was suggested you should do it in an hour and a half. God, that must be for a mountain girl. It took me double that. I packed for cold weather, but I could have done it in my t-shirt, even though it's just 1 degree when I parked up.
Fabulous scenery. I'm sure I can't get lost. Beautiful out here. It's not an easy climb by any means. It's a lot of steep bits, but I'm taking my time. I am 77 after all.
I was about 2/3 up. I was sweating, and each step was accompanied by a couple of deep breaths. I stopped for a short break and started chatting to a lady on her way down. It's not easy, is it? But you'll find it gets somewhat easier in about another 200 metres. She started rooting in her pocket and handed me a small Snickers bar, saying, "Here, have some chocolate to boost your energy levels." With that, she wished me well and was on her way. With a renewed false optimism of an easy end to my walk, I set off again. I was dripping with sweat, and I could have done this walk in my t-shirt. What with the sun and protection from the wind, why had I put so much stuff on? My thighs were aching and I was just about at my limits when I got to the viewing area, but it was well worth the effort. The old man was below me and I got the shots I wanted. I was a very happy man and thanked God yet again. The descent would be far quicker, although my aching thighs made me more cautious in each step. Weakening muscles can be hazardous. The clouds were starting to appear as I rounded the base of the old man. I felt chilled for the first time, but it was well dressed. I was about 10 minutes from the car park. It was about 2:30 when I stopped to talk to a girl just starting up. She told me she'd attempted the walk last year, but low cloud prevented her from getting to the summit. She was determined to get to the viewpoint today. I got back to the car about 2:40. People were still starting out on the route and I knew they'd never have a chance to get into the top. Here, the light started to diminish quite rapidly about 3:45 p.m. and the poor girl who wanted to see the top would never see it because of the cloud.
Well, I'm nearly down, but that's probably the hardest walk I've done in years. My legs are aching, my thighs are throbbing. God knows what it'll be like in the morning. We'll see. Oh, I can see my car.
Oh well, I'm leaving my little nest for the last couple of days. Oh, it's been fabulous here. I'd recommend it to anybody, as long as the wives are not too fussy on being a bit uncomfortable for a couple of days. The shower block is pretty cold, there's no heating in it, but apart from that it is absolutely superb. Very murky here, it's windy, rainy, but I had 2 fabulous days of weather and I got so many fabulous photographs. Can't wait to get processing them, but it's going to take me weeks. Skye, there must be some fabulous pictures here, but you can't have it always. I've done well really.
As I approached Fort William yet again, I got a glimpse of the snow-covered Ben Nevis. The weather was certainly different today, but But then again, I didn't want all my photographs to be picture postcard. I needed a bit of drama, and Glencoe delivered it in bucketfuls. My first stop was by the Three Sisters, an area I had hiked through years ago with Viv, Derek and Barbara. Rain prevented any drone shots, but it's still nice to get a lot of rewarding shots.
I'm not sure if that's Jimmy Savile's ex-house. I know he had one in Glencoe. This is Glen Etive, which I'm going to go along for a little bit. Never been down here, so it'll be interesting.
Arriving back at Arica, I had an uneventful evening in the pub, rounding off with a glass of single malt whisky from Jura. Tomorrow I had a full day of driving back to Widnes. I had breakfast at 7:30 and was on the road for 8:10, arriving home around 3 p.m. What a journey! 1,016 miles, absolutely fabulous.